The Vergas Show is brought to you by Spanky Stone Hearth, casual fine dining on beautiful Rose Lake. Vergas State Bank, your locally owned community full-service bank. Vergas Event Center for gatherings large or small, including weddings. Vergas Liquor Store, where all the profits profit Vergas.
Make the right call. Call Hanson's, the most trusted name in plumbing and heating.
Hi, welcome to the Vergas Show. I'm Sherri Hansen. Thanks for joining me. We are on Loony Days week. We got 1 week here, and it's going to be the town celebration, and I'm with Sandy and David Antonsen. Thank you guys for joining me this morning. They are our grand marshals of the parade, of the Loony Day parade, and I tell you, they're just so deserving. I was looking out on when we posted it first on Facebook that the community club had chosen you. I mean, there's like 70, 80 comments plus hundreds of just likes on it. So everybody agreed with our decision. So thank you. Yeah, it's going to be fun. So let's just talk a little bit about that. I mean, you have to have had a few accomplishments to be able to be that honor of being a Grand Marshal. I do want to comment on, I just love the fact they show up today in their Loony Day shirts. That shows you the kind of people that they are, that you just support everything, don't you? Yeah. How did it all start? Tell me a little bit about your business. David, maybe you want to start with that. You had Antonsen Well Drilling.
Yes, we've owned Antonsen Well Drilling for 35 years. We sold it in 1998. Excuse me, due to health of my eyes. Then we've been involved in the community all our life. We've been officers in the church, and we started other things. We'll go on to that later, but you want to continue?
Yeah, Sandy, you just you've had so many different things that the list just goes on. And you know, starting with your business, and like you said, you're both lifelong residents here. Yeah, and so tell me a little bit about growing up here in Vergas.
I grew up in Vergas, and I worked for Donnie Peterson, the grocery store across the street here. And that was when we had the general store, and you could buy clothes and material and whatever in there. And so it was fun. And there was a shoe store in town, and Franklin Fence, and
so you've seen a lot of change. But when you come to town right now too, it's not a dying town, is it? And
no.
That has to feel so good to be a part of that too. Yeah.
Yes.
I know that David and Sandy, when I think about the different things that you've been involved in, my mind goes to, obviously goes to the church, it goes to mission trips, it goes to the Vergas Lions, it goes to assisted living. David, I remember working with you and Gordon Dahlgren in this office that we're sitting here right now when you were part of the Vergas Investment Club, and that created one of the very first developments in town. And that was just a huge accomplishment of what just made Vergas prosper when you stop and think about that. So Sandy, if you stop and think about some of the things that you guys have been involved in, what's your most fun, well maybe not the most fun, but what do you want to reflect on?
the Vergas Lions. David and I both been in the Vergas Lions for, I think I was figuring last night, we've both been in here about 45 years.
Okay, so you're almost charter members.
Yeah. And so we do a lot for the town, and we have fun, and it's just been good. And I volunteer at different places, and I help out at the Elm Street when she needs me. And
I know, and so like if there's a blood drive, or if there's a garbage pickup, or if there's anything, David and Sandy are always a part of that, and that's just really cool. David, do you want to tell me a little bit about the investment group?
Sure. I was a member of the Vergas Investment Group. We had 11 original members, and then as people opt out, I was a second generation coming in, but we did a lot. I was part of that Katsky development, which we purchased that Katsky property, and there's a tremendous amount of housing down there now, which we never ever thought.
You never dreamed, did you,
no,
that it would turn into what it has?
We was able to keep out 3.5 acres for the Vergas Assisted Living, which we co-founded with Gordon Dahlgren and with 25 investors. It's really been an asset to the town. It employs a lot of local people and a lot of local residents that are able to be in the assisted living until they can't anymore. So it's very, I think right now there's probably 6, 7 in there that are actual residents or was residents of the Vergas area.
Yeah, that assisted living, you are correct. It's just such an asset to the community. Yeah. And okay, David and Sandy and myself, we have some mission trip experiences too. And I know David and Sandy have gone on a lot more than I have. Tell me a little bit about some of those.
Well,
we survived.
Yes, we have a mission in El Paso, Texas. So I've been down there, I think 3 or 4 times. We build houses in Juarez, Mexico, which is right across the border from El Paso. It gets nice and warm down there if you need to thaw out.
Well, normally we go in August. That's probably why.
Temperature usually 108 to 112 during the day, which is very nice to thaw out from the winter up here. And it's dry warm. It's not horrible heat, but my wife won't go back anymore. She said it's too hot.
That's subjective when you say it's not horrible. Don't you love, Sandy, how they always say, oh, it's dry heat.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
I know.
It's been a wonderful experience down there. It's really something when you hand the keys over to these people that have nothing, and they dedicate and bless the house for these people, and it's been a real experience.
That part of it is you cannot hardly even put into words. And the other part of it is the mentoring that you two have done to the youth that we've brought in down there, because a lot of times you would take your youth from just the community around here. Some of them maybe never had left their hometown, let alone Minnesota, and then you bring them down there and then see the changes in them. That's pretty cool.
Yes, earlier on the kids didn't have cell phones, so it went a little better. The last time I went down there, I said I'm near 80 and I have never seen this before in my life, but a kid was painting with one hand and talking on his cell phone on the other hand.
Yeah.
But you have to kind of just grin and bear it.
Yeah, well, it becomes an attached appendage. There's no doubt about that. And so tell me, the parade, are you guys excited for that, Sandy? What are you hoping that's going to look like for you?
Yeah, we're real excited. We asked our neighbors if, and he's going to pull us in his horse and wagon.
Oh, that'll be fun. And so Loony Days, when you think about Loony Days, what's some of your fun events that you like to take part in? I know that the Lions are very involved in it.
Well, I know we got to be there at 6 o'clock that morning, Saturday morning, to make sandwiches or the breakfast sandwiches,
yes.
And they really go over well. And then we get done with that, and we go to the look around town and see if there's something we can't live without.
Right, and have you noticed a difference, like you say, your lifelong residents, in how Loony Days used to be into what it is today, right?
Oh,
I mean, the amount of people that come to town is pretty incredible.
And used to know people, the people around here. Well, there's
with our lake growth, we've kind of seen that. And so with Loony Days coming up, August 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th, you're not going to want to miss it. It's we got a schedule of events like you just can't imagine. And I think the highlight of it for so many people is that Grand Parade. And it was really fun when the community club board, what we do is we put the names where we put it out there that we're looking for someone to honor as Grand Marshal of the parade, and basically of the whole weekend is what it is. And so we get different, I think there was probably 9, 10 different people in, and talk about those people, and it was just so much fun to have your name in that mix and to be able to come up with this list of assisted living and investment club and Lions and church and healthcare, and I mean the list just went on and on for you guys. And so I guess I'll take this opportunity to thank you for all that you've done for the community, and I can't think of anybody more fitting to be our Grand Marshals. So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And David, final words?
Yes, I think what the biggest thing last year, what amazed me, was the wiener dog races. How many people that drawed, because we had a booth set up down there for breakfast on a bun, and it was just a massive crowd that watch. I've never been able to get close to it because we've always been working, but I just see the massive crowd that has to watch.
And this year we're handling that massive crowd by bringing in extra bleachers, and so everybody's, I mean, there's going to be seating for over 2,000 people this year, and so I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Now, if we can just get those wiener dogs to do a loon call, then I think we'd be good.
That'd be the final thing, yes.
That'd be the final thing, wouldn't it? Well, Dave and Sandy, you have anything final to say
Yes.
to the Vergas community?
Thank you very much for choosing us to be Grand Marshals. We're in our fourth quarter of living, so
Right.
we'll not be here too long.
Yep,
Thank you.
and so be sure and wave to them at the parade. You have a good day in Vergas.